Right, list 5 live, but not listing. Crazy. I'm really got a lot to list. I haven't sorted anything out anyway, but I've got a few things to pack, and I've got to look at my webcam. So this morning I've already packed a couple of things. I've packed 2 JD Bug scooters, which bit of a difficult thing to pack, but got them done. I've actually done a video about it, so that will be exciting, so I'll put that on. I've not been on YouTube for a little while, really just taking a break over Christmas, but I did some sourcing in Epsom the other day. Hi Buckle Y. Buckle Y, I get the names right. You're testing my ability to remember names. It's Buckle Y and DB Resells. I'm loving your videos, by the way. Very good. So yeah, I haven't really got anything to list. No, I normally do my list 5 live, but I've got some things to pack. So I'm going to get on with that. It should take about an hour, and then I'm heading down the post office once that's done. So many names to remember though. So it'd be quite interesting going through what I've sold. So the first one is, you're never going to be able to see this. It is actually Pope John Paul II. And this is a piece out of a spitting image game. I bought the game for about £2, but it didn't have, what didn't it have? I don't think it had the board in it. And I knew that when I bought it, but it was only £2. And it's got 6 of these kind of characters in. And I thought, well, that may go for, you know, spares and repairs, parts. But it's been on for a long time. Hi Georgina, how you doing? Hope you had a good Christmas. And they're great pieces, like, you know, there's a Maggie Thatcher in there, there's a Ronald Reagan, I think there's a Neil Kinnock and a David Owen, also very 80s politics sort of thing. But yeah, I finally sold one of them, which is nice, and it sold for, see if I can get a price for you. I'm trying to look at the right page. Yeah, I mean, it sold for £6.49, so I paid £2 for the game, I think, 2 or 3. And it's got £10 postage on it because it's going abroad. So that's the first one. I'm just going to grab an envelope. I will be in and out, so I'm looking very white as well. Shame you can't put filters on this. It's because I'm by a window and it's kind of like really bright. I'm not kind of quite this white. Hi Ashley, how you doing? Yeah, packing this morning because I haven't got anything to list. So yeah, that's the first one. Let me just grab an envelope. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of these in half and put a bit of nice little bit of wrap around it, make it look a bit special. Yeah, it's been nice taking a few days off YouTube. I got to the point where I was kind of like thinking about, oh my god, what am I going to put on? Which is it's silly, really. You should do it just because you enjoy it. So I think it's funny when you set off, you have all the, you know, start doing something, you have all these big ideas and plans, and mine was to, you know, do a stream or do 10 minutes every day. But I think if that starts kind of like getting to you a bit and, you know, affecting you, think, you know, and taking up your time, you should just change it. You know, don't be afraid to change things. So I'm just going to go, you know, probably every couple of days. I don't want to hold myself to the daily thing. Sometimes you feel like you're letting people down, to be honest. It's a bit weird, just letting people down. It's you've never met, obviously. You kind of, you know them through the internet, but yeah. So there we go. First one done. You feel a responsibility. Hi Gimbal, how you doing? I don't think I've seen you in here before, so it's good to see you. Yeah, hope you had a lovely Christmas too. Yeah, I have done a video about it, but I went to Epsom the other day. I was talking to Peter Ray yesterday about this because he's from Epsom. I've seen it, I've seen him at boot fairs and stuff, and I talk to him quite regularly. And I told him I've been to Epsom sourcing, and I went in 6 charity shops and about maybe 6 or 7 other shops. So, like, went in the Works, TK Maxx, Smiths, Robert Dyas, Toy Barn House, and I was down there anyway because my kids went to the movies to see Shaun the Sheep 2. So Liz took them there, and I thought while they're down there, I'll just pop around the shops. So I spent 2 hours going around, probably about 13, 14 shops, and I got nothing. So you feel like an absolute failure after that. Right, that's that one done. Just going to write on Pope, because it was a Pope figure, and the name of the person it's going to. So I'm printing the labels off now, 4 at a time. So now I know how to do it. Right, the next one is, they should be in here. Let's have a look at some videotapes. Let's have a look if we can find these. Is that them? No, TDK 180. There we go. TDK 180. They went for £6.29, huge amount of money, but it was part of a massive bundle, which I picked up for a tenner, and I think there was some tapes in there that I sold for like 70 quid or something. So I think that can just go in a bubble mailer. Sometimes I think about putting cardboard around it, but I'm going to stick it in a bubble mailer. Yes, do some packing, Ashley. Please. I'm hoping you can hear me all right, because I'm actually on the webcam mic rather than my normal earphone. So let me know if it sounds all right. Yeah, so these are going here. Yeah, that is good enough. Oh no, done it too quickly. I hate it when this happens, it suddenly folds over and sticks. Let me just try and redo that. Come on. Yeah, it's I'm slowly getting back into the swing of things because I did take I knew I was going to take a few days off over Christmas. Oh, I'm just going to put that over. That'll be all right. But it's quite difficult getting back into it. Getting back into the old routine. So I need to source after my failed sourcing efforts. Definitely need to source. That'd be all right like that. And then get back into my list 5 a day. I probably will be able to scrape together a few things. And another thing I've got to do is my tax return for this year, so I want to get that done before January starts, to be honest. Oh, there we go. Seeing as I'm knocked up. Oh, sound is good. Thanks, Fucker Boy. Seeing as I mucked up the fold. The second one. My God, there's not Speedy Gonzalez. Right, 2 times TDK HS 180. And that is going to him. Right, yeah, I've already packed up 2 JD Bugs. Only sold for £15 each, but they were pretty beat up. And a Vision saucepan. And some temp poles. So there you go, that's all the Hermes lot. Right, next is some Wii wheels, which I'm hoping I've got in here. If not, they'll be in the garage. Okay, we'll leave that one from now. Spares and repairs. And what have we got here? A Payday board game, spares and repairs. Money pack. Okay. This is the sort of thing I think, oh God, where did I put all that? Let's have a look. Spares. Okay, is there any indication of where I would put it? I think they're going to be in a bag somewhere. Let's have a look. This is where I should use SKUs. I do use SKUs, but obviously not all the time. Okay, not in there. Not in there. I normally keep stuff. Not there. It's riveting to watch this, I know. Let's have a look here. It looks like it might be it. Yeah, spares and repairs for games. This is something that's can easily go missing. Okay. No. Okay, we may come back to that one. Oh yeah, got it all going on over New Year if you're in Scotland. I used to have Scottish people living opposite us when I was at my mum and dad's, and they're all into Burns Night and all that sort of thing. They do, you know, there's places around here that do Burns Night celebrations. I went over there once and had the haggis and neeps and tatties, and I thought it was horrible, to be honest. But there you go. Not didn't tickle my taste buds. Okay, I'm going to come back to that one. Let's see if I can actually find something. I've got a couple of games. Right, fingers crossed I'll find these. Ah, there we go. I've actually found something. Okay. Tiny Toons Nintendo NES game. Oh, now that's strange. What's going on here? It's sold for £9.49, but the order says it's a total of £32.44. So what is going on? Is it going abroad? It's going to Australia. I've no idea why it's going. It's charged £20 for the postage, but has put something called GST on it, which I don't know what that is. That's a new one on me. Let's quickly Google that. GST eBay. Oh, it's some sort of import tax, I think. eBay has started collecting GST, goods and services tax, on all sales to Australia. There's nothing that the sellers need to do. eBay will automatically add 10% to cover GST. Oh, that's from August 2018. Just Googled that. Okay, fair enough. I've never seen that before. Oh, it's tax. It says GST, goods and services tax, for stuff going to Australia. So, right, there we go. I'm going to pop that in there. Let's have a quick check of the sizing. I might put. Okay. Well, that in a poly goes through as letter. Let me just see if it does the same, if it's got cardboard around it. Freedom. You may take our, what is it? You may take our something, but you'll never take our freedom. I always forget the quote. Now, what's the betting? Oh, it might go through. It might just do it. Let's cut this anyway. Oh, what have I done there? I've opened a new window. Oh, there we go. Thought I'd lost you. Yeah, so this year I've really got to get on the case with retail arbitrage, and I am so bad at it. I had someone comment on one of my videos saying about the, you know, we can't tell you how to do retail arbitrage because it would be giving away the secrets, which I know, you know, it's and I know how to do it really. I know all the. Oh, it's annoying. Come on. Isn't it always the way? It's like just. That's fine. Hi, Double Karma. How you doing? But yeah, what I'm finding with charity shops and with retail arbitrage, it's not the fact that I don't know what to do, because obviously I've been reselling for like 3 years, so I do know what to look for, and, you know, what things are worth taking a chance on. It's just finding the stuff and the amount of time it's taking. So when you have an unsuccessful, it's getting more efficient with it, I guess. So when you've been out for 2 hours and got nothing, that's very, very frustrating. But obviously you keep at it and you keep trying to learn. Come on, hacking gods. Oh, man. See, I do like them to drop straight through. Okay, let's try something else. I think I'll wrap it in this. I mean, I think it'll be all right in a bubble mailer. If it had been like a PS1 game with a case, I would definitely put cardboard around it. But for just a cart, I think it'll be fine. Let's see how that goes. Oh yeah, you're always learning. Always learning. And I was saying yesterday, oops, to Pete, because I was watching someone on YouTube who was doing some RA, and they were like, "Oh, I've just been to B&M and got loads of RA, and been in the local chemist and got loads of great RA, and I've been out 2 hours and I've got £200 profit," which you have to take with a pinch of salt anyway. But I know that can happen. But when you're watching that and it's not happening for you, it can get a little bit kind of like a little bit demotivating maybe. But you kind of have to keep it in perspective and just try and get out there and get better at it. And as you say, everyone's still learning. Right, let's hope that works. That's it. Normally my test is that it will kind of drop through of its own weight. Do you have any eBay goals for 2020? Yeah, I do. It would be to get to 1,000 listed items. So at the moment I'm on about 450. Before Christmas it was around about sort of 500, but I was kind of running out of stock, so that's why it's gone down a bit. Doing my 5 a day for about the last 2 months up till Christmas really did help. Like 5 at least, that was. So it would be to get to 1,000 listings. So that is going to take a huge effort from 500. So probably aim to look at that on a kind of like maybe monthly basis, is to get that up by 50 every month. Be a good thing. And secondly would be to do more Amazon. So I've been doing Amazon for like 2 years, but never felt like I've really got it. So certain things I'm fine with, like board games, send them up at Christmas, and certain books and stuff. But I think it's down to me not sourcing enough. I think I need to doing my listing every day. I think has really, really helped my at least five. And what I need to do is get the sourcing like that. So not every day, but have a regular sourcing slot. So there you go. That'll be my goals. Be a bit more professional. Be good. I wouldn't mind getting the YouTube a bit more professional. Maybe do some titles and make it look a bit more professional than it is. I still think it's a little bit shonky, but there you go. Right, that is done. Tiny Toons. Now, seeing as that's going large letter, I'll send it tracked. They pay £20 for postage, so wouldn't want to get a return on it. Well, actually, I might not, because I think large letter you are covered up to £20, and the sale was only £9.49. That's going to Australia, so yeah, maybe I won't. Tiny Toons NES. Right, that's that one. My sales since so they were around about my turnover on eBay was at kind of just 3,000, just under 3,000 coming up to Christmas. I'll let you know what it is now. Of course, profit figures don't come into it's at 2,460. So it's gone down by about £550, and that my last 7 days is just under £300, so it's averaging probably about £40 a day, £50 a day. So it's not been mega since Christmas. I had a few returns as well. Had a return from someone who bought something in early September. They wanted to return that. Yeah, well, if I find bigger ticket items, I'd get them. I've got no worries about doing that. I've got some sort of my biggest value items. I've probably got about like half a dozen items which are around about £200, and then anything down to, well, I've got a few items which are about a £5, but I've got no problem finding going for big ticket items, but it's just finding them. As you know, that's the trick. Right, next one, another game. Can I find it? Might be over here. Yes, it is. Oh my God, it's a Christmas Miracle. So this is quite an interesting one. I got this. It's Tobal number 1. I'm not. I don't know a lot about games, but I thought it was quite interesting because it's not a normal PS1 box, and it was it's a rental only copy, and I guess it will say at the top there. Just see, I know it's out of focus. It does say rental only. And that went for, so it's just gone into a sale. It went for £20.99. And again, there's the total cost is £26.98. So there's a £5.99 on that. I'm guessing they've gone and paid. Yeah, they've gone and selected first class. Fair enough. So I've got my postage is set at £3.49 for parcel. And it's set at £5.99 for first, which I kind of think will hopefully put people off, but sometimes it doesn't, and they pay that, and I think it's only a quid more. is the first time I've had a return on the 90-day guarantee. No, I get returns quite a lot. That return that I have for someone who bought something in September is actually over the 90 days. So there's no way you can do the return via eBay. I'm tempted to just ignore it really, but I am kind of engaging with them. But they said, I'd like to return it. Can you pay for the postage back? And I'm a bit like, kind of like, oh, that's a bit much, isn't it? Seeing as you've had it for so long. And they had said they tested it on several occasions. So if it was me, if you know, first occasion I tested it, if it didn't work, I'd send it back straight away. So it's an Escalado game, which is like a horse racing, and apparently the horses don't move. So I mean, if they send it back, it's got to come back via Hermes. If they pack it carefully, it costs them £3 to send it back because it's under a kilogram, and it gets back to me, and you know, I check it over. It's time to jog on. Well, I should do, because they can't even leave feedback because it's over like the feedback, you know, thing. But you know, if it gets back in good condition and they pay the postage back, then I'm fine too. I mean, I've had another one. I sent a Disney plush. It was a Simba, big thing. It was, you know, nice thing, and that was sold for £12 plus £3 postage, and the woman got it and said there's a mark on it, and then honestly, you know, there's this. I didn't see it when I sent it, but she sent a picture of this tiny faintest mark, and she said, I'd like a refund on it. I'm okay. And then I eventually rang her up because she sounded a bit shirty over the messaging, and messaging is always tricky because you don't get any kind of feeling on it. And so I rang her up and she said, well, I'd be okay if you refund me the full amount, but forget about the original postage that you charged me, which was like £3.49. So because she kept saying I've spent £15 on it, and I said, well, you spent £12 plus £3.50 postage, so you know, the postage is the postage I have to pay. So she ended up saying, oh well, I'm happy to take the £12 refund, and don't worry about the £3.50 postage. And I was like, well, no, I don't normally do that. The most I said, you know, I'll probably refund you like a £5 if you want to keep it. I'll refund you a £5 on a £12 item. Normally, I'd only do like 10-20% maybe. And she was going, oh, I'm not too sure. And in the end, I sort of said, I said, okay, look, I'll refund you £7. If you're going to keep it, I'll refund you £7. So it's cost you a £5. Because she was going, oh, if you see this at a boot fair, it would be this, that, and the other. I was like, yeah. Well, I didn't say this to her, but I was thinking, yeah, I know that, because I went to the boot fair. I got up at 6:30 in the morning, so you can buy it on the internet. So you didn't wake up at 6:30. So, you know, if you want to get up at 6:30 and go to the boot fair, feel free. Then you won't be bothering me. Didn't say that to her. Anyway, she was like, oh, I don't know what to do. I said, well, you know, either you can put in a return, send it back, or if you don't do that, I'll refund you £7, so it's cost you a £5. Which I thought was, you know, pretty fair. I was feeling quite generous over Christmas. And she said, oh no, I'll just return it. Oh, okay, just return it then. So I'm going to have to pay, like, you know, she's like, oh, I'll have to pay the postage. I said, no, I'll pay the postage. Yeah, I'm not having people thinking they can get stuff off me for absolutely free. And I'm not normally that generous. So she decided to do a return. I was like, okay, do the return. And she put in the return, and it automatically got accepted because I said to her, look, I'll pay the postage on it. And then the next thing I got a message from her saying, oh, we don't own a printer, but my husband will have to do it when he's into work. And I was like, I didn't even reply. I was like, God, whatever, you know. Right, this one. Let me get another Polymailer, another fabulous eBay Polymailer. As if my magic one appears outside. So I've got a feeling this will not go through. It does go through. So is it strong enough? Oh, it's games. So again, it's a plastic case, so it's pretty strong. But I know if I put a cardboard sleeve and then put that in the poly mailer, in the bubble mailer, sorry, get my terminology right. It kind of just goes through. What I'm going to do, it's a bit flimsy in the middle, so I'm going to get one of my big bits of white packing paper and just pack it out, and then use the other half to wrap around it. So let me do that. This stuff, which is the sort of packing material, you can buy this, and I use it instead of anyone who does clothes. I keep all my stuff in plastic bags. I like see-through bags, but I will not send it out in that, just to sort of cut on plastic use. But you can get like 1,000 sheets of this for like, I can't remember how much it cost. It was cheap anyway, and I'd definitely recommend getting it. I must say, thanks everyone for popping in. I really wasn't sort of, because I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I was kind of thinking I might have no one here, but yeah, it's great to see you all. Right, so I'm just going to pop that in there as a little bit of support. They're probably opening it up and think, what the hell's this? There we go. So that's a bit better. And then, I mean, this won't provide a lot of protection, but it makes it look a bit nicer. So I should go and get my sellotape, really. Let me do that. I'm trying to think where those board game parts are. Let's have a look. Is that it? Let's have a look. Yes. Yes, it is. Fabulous. Things turn up when you're not expecting them to. Yeah, so has anyone else got any plans for like let's have 12 likes. Oh, thanks, Gimbal. That'd be good. I was saying to Pete yesterday, I was playing, it's funny, Peter Ray, I just was on Fortnite actually, and I saw he was on Fortnite, so I joined him, and he was streaming on YouTube, not streaming Fortnite, so I just peered on his Fortnite. Anyway, I was talking to him about the channel, and you've just got, I've only had a YouTube channel two months, but sometimes you see other people's like numbers, and you obviously compare. I think it's human nature, and I was saying to him that I think he's on like 1.2 now, and I thought he'd gone up to 1,000 not too long ago, and he'd made that skip from 1,000 to like 1,200 quite quickly. But he actually said it took longer than I thought. But Z's done it as well. He went through 5,000 barrier not too long ago, which I suppose is a big old number, 5,000. And I think he's on 5.2 now. And I was saying to Pete, like, oh, he's gone up from 5,000 to 5,200, and I'm on 200. He's like got my entire population in about in about 2 weeks. But there you go. You know, you have got to kind of ignore all that. It's not important. I didn't start it to get numbers, and I didn't start it to you know. I started it, and I was saying to Pete yesterday, I started it to keep me working on a regular basis. So I've got some very exciting videos which will be out in the next couple of days. One is me going out doing RA and getting nothing, which is, what can I say, keeping it real. And I was thinking maybe I shouldn't put that on, because I mean, everybody, I like watching people doing RA and getting stuff, and of course it's ridiculous really, because they're not going to get any tips from it, because people, you know, if I got a really good Amazon deal which will keep me going for the next 6 months, I'd never put it, and it was readily available, I'd never put it online. So I was a bit like, oh, should I put this on? You know, it's a bit kind of like a bit depressing really. Who'd want to watch that? But I said to Liz, should I put it on? She said, yeah, put it on. It does, you know, shows the reality of it. Right, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's a large letter. And again, that's going first class. So we'll have, I think they have £20 protection on it. So anyway, it only sold for £20.99. I've never put in a claim to Royal Mail or Hermes, to be honest. I've had a couple of things go missing, but they were so low value I didn't bother. I think one was like a £2 game or something. Right. I think, how much more have I got left to do? I've got a couple more to do. First rule of RA, yes, I've done that quote. First rule of RA: don't talk about RA. Although I think it's okay. I think it's okay to talk about sort of generals, like how often you go, how often you try, because that's what gets me. It's like I went to Epsom and spent 2 hours going around, and I was there anyway, so it wasn't a specific trip to go RAing. I was kind of like using the fact that my kids were at the cinema. But if I'd have gone out, and I have done this, and gone out in the morning, maybe all day, with my lunch and my thermos flask, and wandered around the shops, wandered around Tesco's like a lost child, scanning things, not getting a signal, and then trying to get a signal by the cabbages, and scanning things in and seeing that they've only got, you know, reduced their items by 30% and not the 60-70% you need, and there's nothing in the clearance aisle. And I'd done that in Tesco's and TK Maxx and this and that and the other, and wasted a whole day, and I got home and found nothing. I'd be like, oh my God, is it like this for everyone? Is it just me going crazy? And how often can people do this every week? I mean, you know, when I go out and get nothing, I kind of think, I'm never doing that again. You know, why would I put myself through that? And perhaps I'm just too used to boot fairs and the luxury of those. But how many times can you have those failures without it kind of like getting on your nerves? Because it gets on my nerves. It definitely gets on my nerves. Right. What is this money pack? So this is a money pack from the game, and they paid £2.90 free postage. So the dear, oh dear, is it like all? Let's have a look at this listing. So I'm definitely going to have to send this large letter. Money pack out of stock. Oh my God. Okay, well, I've obviously put this on so cheap because I just really wanted to get rid of it. But this is going to be split up going to require a little bit of thought. Time is money. Yeah, indeed, indeed. And it's just the, you know, I kind of feel I could be, I've got a load of Lego I've got to sort out. I could be doing that. And, you know, it is, time is money. And I think when you first start, you don't kind of think about that too much, because you just kind of think, oh, yeah. But it really, once you get going, you don't want to waste your days, really. Yeah, so I mean, a couple of things I'm bad at is not letting the time drift. So this is what, like, my focus with doing 5 a day. That keeps me on track with that. But worse than that is going out and feeling that you've actually wasted time, you know. And I mean, I don't know if anyone else gets this when they start going around the charity shops, and I think you have to try and take the emotion out of it when you don't find something. So if I've been in like 3 charity shops and there's nothing there, there's almost I don't know, you get like emotion. It sounds silly, but like emotions start welling up, and you kind of stop looking really, you know, well as well as you could. And I do feel that happening. And I kind of have to think, no, just stop and just keep going through. And, you know, I got this the other day in Epsom. I was like going through the jumpers, like Blue Harbour, £8. I'm like, you know, this is crazy. But you just have to be kind of really cold and almost calculated and go, okay, I'll check the jumpers, I'll check the shirts, even though I think I know how it's going to go, because that's how you start to go, like, oh no, this is going. I'll have a look at the books, have a look at the games, and just go through it in a very calculated way. Right. Oh, almost broke my monitor. I will. So I've split this money pack into thinner, four piles, and I use my old backing sheets, sticker backing sheets, as I'll show you in a minute. So cut a little strip, because they're waxed on one side. It's quite nice. Quite nice. So just pop that around just to keep it. I'll do this when I'm doing ball games as well, just to make it look fairly neat. Get my sellotape. Ooh. Yeah, let me know your goals, and I can't relate as I'm just clearing my own haul, but I do get to go to charity shops and prices are so high. Yeah. I don't know where you're from, actually. I think it's definitely different in different areas of the country. And I mean, I've noticed the difference in the last 3 years. I used to be able to go to charity shops around here, and there were expensive ones where I might just get a few bits. And then there were ones where I'd come out with like 3 carrier bags and go, okay, this is brilliant. And that has slowly gone to more and more. Like I say, I went out to Epsom the other day, and I know it. You know, the charity shops in Epsom are notoriously expensive. But a year or two ago, I would definitely pick up a few bits, but got nothing. And around here, it's getting more and more difficult. I'm southeast, and yeah, I don't think it's like that across the country. And I'm sure there are. I mean, there are charity shops I know that might be that are better than others round here. So there are still those, but it's getting more and more difficult. And I kind of get the feeling that will spread. So in a couple of years' time, you'll have, you know, people who have got good charity shops, you know, maybe outside of London, outside, you know, or in Wales or in the north, and their prices will be put up, and it will get more and more difficult. There's also more people reselling, and more people looking for the stuff. So I am looking for alternatives, which is why I want to sort of do more on the RA. I'm doing, when I first started, I did auctions, and I'm going back to doing auctions, but different auctions. So when I first started, I did an auction in Tooting, which wasn't great, and you had to. They had about 700 lots, so you were there all day. But I'm trying a couple of online auctions just to see how it goes. I haven't done it, so just to try it. But yeah, I think there's charity shops have cottoned on basically. They cottoned on a while ago, and more people are going in there. I mean, I go in there and see people scanning, and 3 years ago, people wouldn't be doing that. So everyone's at it. Okay. But I think for me, I mean, as long as you keep on working efficiently, keep on working well. So this whole thing about trying not to waste time, and if you can do that, regularly, keep regularly listing, you'll be okay. It's when things don't go so well, and you kind of, I've been guilty of it, and it can be because I've had a good amount of sales, and I think, I can relax a little bit, or I've gone through a really kind of rough period of sales, and I'm like, oh God, so this isn't working. And it's when you have that drop off in listing, your sales will drop off. So last week or so, I haven't listed, even though I've been doing 5 a day for 2 months. I took a break over Christmas, haven't listed, and my sales have gone down. It's not rocket science. Just got to sort some of my stock out, which or go and source some stuff and list it. Easy peasy. Right, okay, got 4 little packs. Don't know if you can see that. 4 little packs of money, and I'm going to just arrange them very nicely. I'm taping them all together in a row. Exciting stuff. You're an ex-hoarder. Yeah, I'm not exactly a hoarder. Well, I'm not a hoarder. Yeah. I do love the 5, and like I say, it's not like do 5 and that's it. If you find a day where you're really in the groove, do another 5, but maybe do them for the next day. And the feeling you get if you've done 5 and say you've put another 5 into for tomorrow, or you can put it like way ahead, and the next day you're still in the groove and you do 5 and you're able to put another 5 in for, if you can have like a week where you can see I've got 5 for each day going, I've managed to sort of do that. That's a great feeling, but try not to let that make you sit back and relax and not do anything. Just keep on that minimum, the power of gradualness, or drip drip drip. And for me it's been kind of like mind-blowing. It feels like rather than I don't know how to explain it really. A bit like if you fill in a bucket, you can just like let water drip in and go away and do something else, and you come back and magically it's filled. It's kind of that sort of thing. I'm not explaining it very well, but just that gradual thing. It's not, you don't make it a big thing. It's those little things that can really help you out. So I know that getting up in the morning and doing 5 a day is easy to do, and what makes that easier is if the previous night I've got 5 things ready and go, okay, and I don't always do this, so if I don't do it I don't beat myself up, but I try and get back onto it. I know what to get back to. Okay, here's my little lovely things. I'm going to wrap that in another bit of handy paper. Oh, get a little highlighter. Oh, and a reminder to everyone, if you do have, I don't know what size eBay shop you have to have, but if you do get free, you know, your £10 voucher, I always leave it to the last day of the month. So I've got to order it today, and I've been saying this for the last 2 days, but don't forget to order your £10 worth of packaging materials. Have I got a video about your methods? Well, I mean, really, all my videos, or a lot of my videos, do go on about my mantra of, and there's, you know, I wouldn't say it's a method, but, you know, list 5 a day, package your outstanding items that you've got, because that's another thing that can just sort of build up, and you go, oh my God, I've got like 8 items to pack, and it's going to take me 4 hours. So, and then tidy up. And that's my mantra of 3 things. And I know I need to add to that something about sourcing. So yeah, I would say my method is just like, wake up in the morning. You've got 5 things that you've sorted out to list from the evening before. So get up, list those 5 things. Stop that. That should take around about an hour. It might take more if it's the tricky items. And then go away and pack, you know, think, okay, well, what have I got to pack? And get that packed, even if you're not sending it out. So I dispatch twice weekly. So I'm on a 3-day dispatch. I'll definitely do that. So certain things I do regarding eBay. So I'm on 3-day dispatch. I charge for postage. So all of those are detailed on some of my videos. So I'd list my 5 things, pack the outstanding. This is what I should do. Don't always do it. Tidy up, and that might take me to lunchtime. Okay, and then if it's a dispatch day, I'd go along and dispatch and check out the charity shops. If it's not, I might go, okay, well, let's grab another 5 things, and, you know, and then I would schedule those or put them in draft. I wouldn't go, let's do another 5 and really into it and do them the same day. I'd never do that. So I'd set up. Yeah, I'm really bad at staying tidy. The other thing about me saying all this, I do not do it all the time. So like, I sort of say things I don't do, but, you know, I do hope that in saying them, it will make me do them. Right, I think this is the last one. So the concept isn't folding how I want it to fold. So come here. Trying to get a nice little package. Nice little package. Right, let's do that. But yeah, I'm always interested in how other people go about their normal day, staying on track. Seeing the difference in, I watch Z's channel a lot when I can, and a couple of months ago he was, I think he was finding things quite difficult. You know, they'd stopped doing the office and stuff, and he got into a really good regular kind of groove, and he finds going online helps him, which is great. You know, if you do find things that help you, you've got to use them. It seems like he's in a really good place at the moment with what he's doing. So that's brilliant to see. Okay, let's have a look at that. Kind of wobbly. I'm just going to put 1 layer of tape around it. But yeah, my worries at the moment are lack of stock. I mean, I've got lots of stuff lying around, but a lot of it is even broken and I'll need sorting out. So I've got no stuff to go right. I've got loads of Sylvanians, loads of Lego, but it all needs looking at. I need some stuff to go, yeah, that's brilliant, you know, and I cannot wait for car boots to start so I can get some of that sort of stuff. Right, I think that'll be fine. I don't think they're suddenly going to create a thicker than 2.5 centimetre package. A quick check on that. Beautiful. £2.60, £2.61, so cheap. All that work for £2.61. I've got to pay about 70p postage on it. Right, so that's, but it has got rid of it. Always good to get rid of stuff. Oh, another thing I do, like a cycle of sales. So again, that's on a video if you kind of hunt around, but I will put an item on my store. It will be the price it's at for a month. Then it will go on a 10% sale in month 2. It will go on 20% sale in month 3. And I used to do it on the 1st of the month, set up my sales, but I've just taken that forward a week. And in actual fact, I set up my sales yesterday, so I was a little bit behind time, but I'm planning on doing it just a week before the month ends to make sure I get payday and like weekend payday. So yeah, month 2 will be 20% sale, and then on month 3 I will end the listing. I will take the price down by approximately 10% and sell similar, might change a few things and review the listings. So that is another kind of method I use that has, I haven't always done that, sort of come in the last few months. And that is generally, sometimes you kind of like thinking, oh God, 20% off that. Oh, I don't want to take that. But if it hasn't sold, it's more of a kind of like, let's get this sold. And if you having nothing on the shop that is over 3 months old, I think that helps. So this, you know, if it has got to that 3-month period, ending the listing, taking the price down. I know it means that like it's been on a 20% sale and then I'm only taking the price down by 10%. But what then happens is that goes on the 10% sale, then it goes on the 20% sale. So I feel like it's kind of getting all of my listings and making sure they're shaken up. And I feel like this is, Gimbal, you're so kind, trying to get me likes. I feel like it's very important to keep your store shaken up, and you know, some things you won't get a lot of profit on, some things you will sell at a loss, but that is you've always got to remember that the majority of stuff, you know, will sell at a good profit, and some of it will sell at a really good profit. So yeah, this for example, £2.69. I don't know how much, you know, all the packing stuff, probably, you know, some of it's free and some of it might cost me like 10p. It cost me 70p to send it. eBay will take 30p off, so I'm probably making like, you know, maybe 50p a pound on it, but it is gone, so that's the good thing. Right, I've got one more thing. I've got 2 more things. I normally stop after an hour, but I will carry on. Right, let's see if I can find this. It's an item of clothing. CB4B code. Let's see if this works. Yes. So there we go. This is a Calvin Klein jeans wool tank top. So it's a sleeve. I won't get it all out because it's folded up, but it's a sleeveless top. So I haven't got a lot of room here, but I'll try and show you what I do. So yeah, these are kept in. I keep my clothes in the big plastic boxes that a lot of clothes resellers use, and normally I can fit like 4 piles of these clothes in, and they've all got a code. So in one box it's CB1, which is clothes box 1, and it'll either be F or B, which is front or back. That's my SKU. Works quite well. So I'll keep them in these plastic bags for me, but I won't send them out in these bags. I will send them out in the paper. It goes in the poly after that. Obviously I'd like to send it in paper, but it could get wet. But I'll just slide out the item that's already folded. I'll reuse that. Hold over my paper. So it's all the correct size for a Holly mailer. Bit of tape. No worries, Bucklewine. I think you're fairly local to me, Bucklewine. I think you're sort of southeast. There we go, all done. I've actually ripped it, so I'm going to put a bit of tape over that. Okay, grab a poly. So yeah, I think it's quite nice having the paper, kind of quite pleasing. Near Croydon, near between Croydon and Sutton. I don't know whether you said where you are. I think you're kind of east of me, but I might be totally wrong on that. You sound kind of south anyway. Small industrial unit, my double garage homes, 2 classic cars and all my stock now. Rusty Transit. Yeah, take a leap. Middle of Kent. Oh yeah, you are kind of east of me. Hi Pigs Comply, good to see you. Just doing some packing today, almost finished. Right, that's that one. Calvin Klein, that went for £11.49. Again, it was sort of a clearance item. It had loads of. I put it on for 11. Sometimes I think selling this stuff cheaper, you actually get like. If I'd put it on for 20 quid, maybe people kind of think, oh, £20 Calvin Klein, I'll get it. And £11.49, I just get people offering me, oh, would you say 7? It's like, no, I won't. Those JD scooters that I had, now you buy them new, I think they cost 50 plus, and I had them on for £14.99, and I had someone offer, and I just put them on. So someone offered me a tenner, and I was like, no, you know, I've only just put them on. I'm kind of more generous with offers the longer they've been on my store, obviously. So I think someone came with a tenner. I was like, oh no, 12. What did I say? I think I went £13.99. I knocked £1 off. And then they came back with, it all got a bit silly, and in the end I said, okay, £12.99 for a JD scooter, you know, pretty cheap. Hi Ali, how you doing? And and they came back with 12.49, and I was just thinking, oh Jesus, like this is like going back and forth, and in the end someone's trying to like knock it down by 50p, and then someone, they were bidding on like the black one, or trying to get an offer on the black one, and someone bought that for 14.99, and I was like, yes, someone else has bought it for the full price, in your face, 50p man. And then that guy who's trying to, get the 50p off, he tried to buy the white one, so he put in an offer of 12.99 on that. So he suddenly thought, I can spend the extra 50p, and I was like, oh, it's him again. And so I left the offer, just left it hanging for a day, and then someone else bought the white one for 14.99. I was like, yes, he's been scuppered again, missed the 50p. So little things make me happy like that. Okay, that's that one. Now I have one more item to get. I've got to get it from the garage, so I've got to go downstairs. I won't be long. I think I've only got one more to go. It's an easy one to pack, so 2 minutes, I'll be back. I've almost finished. Oh, that was easy. So good sort of solid seller, especially around Christmas. I sell these in twos for a tenner plus postage. Always the official ones. I normally pick them up. Boot fare's 50p, but won't pay more at boot fare than 50p for these. I don't think, might have paid £1 once in a moment of madness. I was in CEX in Epsom in my desperation to find some RA, and I thought they were selling them off for 50p. I saw on Insta, I think it was iTel Resells, mate, who I can't remember, like the Retro Invader. I think he had a photo of him buying loads of these in CEX, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll check it out, and thought they were 50p. So looked through the window, saw 50p. They sell the non genuine ones for 50p. The actual genuine ones cost £1.50. So it still might be worth it. You get 2 of these for £1.50, so £3 and sell it for a tenner on eBay. That's not actually too bad. But they're not going to fly out. They will sell though. So if you want to make like £3 or £4, maybe I should have got them actually in hindsight, but I didn't. So there you go. Right, packing them. Just put them like that. Put some bubble wrap around it. Stick them in a poly. You're in bed. So I'm not reading. I do kind of. I'm terrible at reading comments. So, but you all seem to be talking to each other and happily chatting away. I'm oblivious to sort of everything when I do this. I'm not a seasoned streamer. come on. Fingers and thumbs. Managed to cut my thumb open on Christmas morning because I was kind of half asleep trying to have a shave with a newish what do they call them? You know, blade razor rather than an electric or a disposable one. You actually put the blade in, and it's healed up now. But it was, God, it was half hurt, I'll tell you that. Now I watch people work. Yeah, it's a bit weird. But as long as you're working, as long as I'm not keeping you from working, I always like to think when I do my listing that it's kind of just motivates people just to do that little, because I do, do it on a Monday and just listing that small amount and getting into a rhythm of it. And of course, the reason I'm packing today is I really haven't got anything to list, so I've got to sort that out. Or nothing handy. Right. Okay. Should just go in there. Make a right old mess here. So once that's all, I've just got to do the mailing labels, and of course for the Royal Mail stuff, I'll be doing my Royal Mail stuff for UK. I'll be doing I can now print 4 on a label sheet, which was a new revelation to me a few weeks ago, because I've always done them individually up till now. I think I did a video on that. I was delighted. I've got 3 Hermes. I started doing Hermes. I used to print them in store. Originally, I did them at home. And then when print in store started being cheaper, I started printing them in store. But they're now exactly the same price in store or at home. And I've started doing them at home again because I've had a few times where I've gone to the print in store and the blooming machine isn't working. So that's rather annoying if you're carrying a massive parcel. So I'll print those off. Got a couple of ones that are got that one going to Australia. So I'll print that through PayPal. I don't do any of the what should we call it? I don't even know what it's called. Like the service, the mailing service that eBay do, and then you end up paying for the end of the month. I don't do any of that because the Royal Mail stuff, if you do that through eBay, it comes out straight away. What's it called? I've totally forgotten the name of it. Packlink, and it used to be someone else. But I like doing my postage and knowing that it's paid for straight away. Right. There we go. I'm going to have a cup of tea. That's the last one. I better write what it is, even though it's obvious. If I can find the pen. On the floor with everything else. Right, wheels. And don't just write the name of who bought it. Two official wheels. Okay. Right, so I'll pack up. Just labels to do. Gonna have a cup of tea. Can I put a link to my shop tour I did on my old channel? Yeah, do whatever you want. Yeah, chuck it in. Be quick, load. I'm just about to end. But yes, thanks for everyone watching. It looks like we've got 20 people watching, which is unbelievable. I've gone a bit over the hour. How you've stuck with it, I'll never know. Because I bore myself sometimes. But Maybe it's ambient telly. Maybe, you know, it's the thing. It's like slow TV, watching paint dry. I think Millionaire is about to put a link in, so I'll wait around for that. Get a move on. I want a cup of tea. So I'm going to do labels for those. I'm going to tidy up. It's 12:15 now, so I'm probably going to have a bit of lunch, and then pop down Hermes this afternoon. I've got a saucepan, Hermes and Royal Mail. So I've got a saucepan in a box. It's quite a big box. I've got tent poles, which are long and can go in the granny trolley, and a couple of JD scooters, which will go in the granny trolley, hopefully. And that's about it. So Millionaire, I think, is, can I put a link into my shop tour I did on my old channel? Are you going to put that in? I'm going to give you a countdown. I've got to get a move on. I'm desperate for him to put it in now. Yeah, have a good new year. Don't forget to order your eBay free bubble mailers if you haven't done that. I haven't done that, so do that. Let me know. Do let me know in the comments. Let me know if you want anything for me to cover on the channel, or whether you're just all right with how it's going. I think you need a spanner. Oh, do you? Oh, I don't know how to set that up. Maybe I'll set that up for next time. But if it's on your channel, okay, everybody go and check it out on Jamie's channel. I saw a little clip of his shop, his insane shop with all this kind of military, God knows what. It was unbelievable. So go and check that out, and everybody go and check out Bucklewise channel. He's new, and check out everybody's channel. Check out Ali's channel, Georgina's channel, Pigs Can Fly, Double Karma, Gimbal, all of it. If you've got channels, check out each other's channels. If you can put up with mine, all the others will seem absolutely fabulous, because mine's probably the shonkiest channel there is. But yeah, I'll let you go now, because I do want to go and have a cup of tea. So hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you soon. Take care.